Uh, Hello everyone. I am Kajol from the Development Department of Ichibaro Farkos Company Limited. So I am going to introduce our paper on hair regard, which has recently been published in a renowned journal named Scientific Reports. And it is the fifth most cited journal in the world. So in this paper, we have investigated the active compounds of hair regard and the mechanism action of hair regard on the suppression of hybrid. And hair regard, is developed from the plant named Artemisia capillaris, and hybrid is the novel enzyme which is responsible for the degradation of hyaluronic acid in the dermis. And the degradation of hyaluronic acid is strongly linked with the cause of wrinkle and sagging. The most striking point of this paper is the discovery of two novel compounds in hair regard. And interestingly, many compounds have so far been identified in this plant, but we are the first to identify two novel compounds in this plant which have never been identified before. And the name of this plant in Japanese is Kawa라 Yomogi. And from that name, actually, we have named these compounds Kawa라 Yomogin 1 and Kawa라 Yomogin 2. And here you can see the flow chart of how we have extracted the plant, purified it, and the fractionated the extract for the identification of the active compounds on the basis of the biochemical analysis. So now the mechanism of hair regard, and you can see there are the interrelationship among the hair regard, hybrid, hyaluronic acid, and microRNA. You can see in the absence of hair regard, the hybrid mRNA is translated into hybrid protein, so which is responsible for the degradation of hyaluronic acid, and the loss or the degradation of this hyaluronic acid leads to the cause of wrinkle and sagging. But in the presence of hair regard, there is a production of specific microRNA, and this microRNA inhibits the translation of this mRNA into hybrid protein, and therefore the hyaluronic acid cannot be degraded, which ultimately leads to the improvement of wrinkle and sagging. But what is microRNA? MicroRNA is a small RNA molecule which regulates the fundamental mechanism of gene expression in all living beings. And more than 1,000 microRNA have been identified so far in the human. And they can regulate so many biological pathways and so many biological reactions. And the discovery of this microRNA-based regulation mechanism won the Nobel Prize in 2024 in physiology and biochemistry category. And one of the specific microRNA is microRNA 4865V, which is specific for hybrid. And we showed in this paper that this microRNA is reduced due to aging. And using the fibroblast from newborn and adult, we found that the adult fibroblast produces less amount of the microRNA 4865P compared to the newborn fibroblast. However, in the presence of hair growth, the adult fibroblast can significantly increase the level of this microRNA. And another thing is, this microRNA is reduced in the presence of histamine, and histamine is a master cell release factor which is induced by UV, and that's why the histamine is considered as the indicator of photoaging. So that means due to the photoaging, this microRNA is reduced. But in the presence of hair growth, the expression of this microRNA again increase. Hair growth, we can say, with its two novel active compounds, is expected to reduce both natural aging and photoaging induced degradation of hyaluronic acid by increasing MIR 4865P expression in skin fibroblast, and leads to the improvement of wrinkle and sagging. So that's all. Thank you very much.